What's going on, family? Toxic traits that we don't realize that we truly have. They done blocked you already, but you still find ways to communicate with them. They done blocked you on all social media. They done blocked you on, you can't text them or nothing. But we figure out a way to try to communicate, because the problem is that a lot of people are over and done even before it's done. And we sometimes can struggle with the disconnecting and the way that people end things. For a lot of folks, that's their way of closure. That's just the way they deal with things. They just completely disconnect, move on, and act like nothing ever happened. They fall in love all over again. They talk about you in the next relationship or the next person they're dealing with. And they're wondering, why is it that they can never really flourish the way that they should? Well, number one, because a lot of people supposedly that say they're in love with you, they're not truly in love with you. Love is an action. Love is something that you fight for. Love is not something that you continue to allow when things are bad. You're ready to walk away. You're always talking about disconnecting. But the toxic traits for a lot of us is that the way that people end things, it seems like it's unfair. And the problem is that there is nothing that is fair when it comes to relationships, when it comes to growth. I've dealt with people that have blocked me over and over again, and it was one of the hardest pills I had to swallow. But then I had to look deep down within, because a few months down the road, the same people that blocked me was the same people that called me up. They reached back out to me after them blocking me. And after a while, you just get tired of going through the merry-go-rounds, because every time you give yourself away, they find a reason to walk away. So we have to be very careful. Very careful. For a lot of men and for a lot of women that are willing to just do this, it can really be a bad thing, because if you're not learning how to fight, if you're not learning how to go through the emotions of a true relationship, then what makes you think you're gonna be ready for a marriage? And we have to make sure that even though we are fighting, you just can't do it by yourself. So eventually you get tired. You get tired of trying to communicate. You get tired of trying to rescue your marriage, rescue your relationship. You get tired of trying to mend things and put things into a better perspective, to where they're able to see that all they talk about and all they complain about is what you've done wrong and what you're doing wrong. But even within that, we cannot allow these toxic traits to continue to run our life and ruin our life. And so this is why you have a lot of people that are willing to commit, but that commitment takes a while. And the reason being is because they're not willing to jump into something just based off of the way you look, what you bring to the table. All that stuff does not matter. You know what really matters? What are you willing to do when things are not right between us? This is the reason why I always ask questions, a lot of questions about past relationships and past marriages, and just where they're at mentally, and their spiritual walk with God, and all these things. Because as quick as a person is willing to get with you and sleep with you, they'll be just that fast to walk away from you.